Welcome to Not Safe for Work Magic. I'm your host, Gravity Groove, and welcome to day 935 of Toilet Paper Watch 2020. You're going to want to start trading exclusively in toilet paper. You should know that one toilet paper roll is worth $20, and you can buy groceries with them now. I'm not sure if they're good groceries. I'm pretty sure you can trade. Yeah. It's getting weird out there, folks. Real weird. In the meantime, I'm hunkering down and frustrating myself when really I should just pay to win and play the really good decks. But you know what? If I did that, it wouldn't be this stream. And also, if I did that, I would draw 2 land and never another one every game until I bash my brains in on the stream. Because if there's something you need periodic reminding in Magic, it's that no one is actually good. People are just varying degrees of lucky. And there's no real strategy. It's just if you are more lucky than your opponent. And as you can see by our disconnection already, you're not lucky. Oftentimes, this game feels like not a game so much as is anyone familiar with the card game War? It's something you played when you didn't know what card games were when you were a kid, where you both flip a card off the top of the deck and the high card wins. That's what a lot of this feels like. And if you're flipping up a Nissa and I'm flipping up a Dreadhorde Butcher, I mean, you're going to win. Let's be realistic here. And often the game is decided on like turn 3 or turn 4, where you drew 2 land, never found a third. Your opponent's on like 8 land to the board because ramp is obscene, and you lose. I don't know if that counts as having played a game. I don't know if that qualifies for good game, but it doesn't feel like a game to me. And I'm an old man at this point. I've played a lot of games, board games, video games, physical games, and of course card games. And I tend to think I have a good idea of what a game feels like. There's give and take, push and pull, some risk and reward. But this just feels like a lightweight bumper bowling version of what a game's supposed to be. At least in standard. Now, given there are many more options in terms of formats. I mean, maybe not, because Pioneer's a combo fuck up right now. But I want you to watch for what I'm talking about here, and how a lot of these games just don't feel like they have any interactive elements really at all. And occasionally there'll be one point of interaction, which is Agonizing Remorse, which in my experience, it doesn't matter. So Agonizing Remorse, they're Uro, and they immediately draw another Uro, because my life is pain. And this is the deck that I've been playing the most of. This is the one I generally like. I've tried several other decks. I did try my old Auras deck, Abzan Auras, and it's completely unplayable. The meta at the moment is so removal dependent that playing that deck means you lose to Robber the Rich, which is in every fucking deck. Jeskai runs 4 of it. Gruul runs 4 of it. Mono Red runs 4 of it. Rakdos Aggro, in some cases, runs 4 of it. If you can't answer that, you lose on the spot. That's pretty scary. There's also tons of other removable must-remove creatures, and you need to be playing Bone Crushers, Murderous Riders, etc., to not just auto-lose every game. So we're priced into having to play in these colors, because we don't have access to a lot of others. I would prefer to be playing Mono Red right now, but it's like 18 rares I don't have, which is painful. So that's why we're on this train. Getting main deck. Getting main deck Aether Gusted is starting to feel really fucking annoying. I don't think that's generally a good sign, or a sign of a healthy format. But because you need to be in removal, You have to be in black or red, and mono black isn't good enough to invalidate all the main deck Aether Gusts going around. Do we keep this? I don't think I can keep this, right? I don't have a play until turn 3. Yeah, so we just auto lose because our deck is hating us, huh? I think we dump the Kroxa here. Gosh, we're unlucky. Huh. So it's Dream Trawler deck. We have I think 2 or 3 Rampages main deck. Oh no, even worse. This is the Blink deck, where they just stick Thassa and you auto lose. Feels real bad. We've got 3 libations in our sideboard for it, but other than that, they just stick Thassa and you auto concede. Because you have to kill every creature they have going forward from there until the end of the game, which is impossible. Wow. This is going to be miserable. They've already set up a wall. We're just waiting for them to cast Thassa so we can concede. Like, if you know you're going to lose, I'm a big proponent of just not wasting your time. Now, we're never going to Murder Strider this, because Murder Strider disappears. I mean, we will if that happens. Now we basically have no answers to this at all in our deck, so
this isn't a fight you can win. Time for plan B, as soon as I think of one. This might be a bad idea.
Wow, we were just flooding our ass off, huh? Got no cards, 7 lands. They have Thassa on board and a handful of cards. This is a bad matchup because it's a rogue deck, and there aren't a lot of answers that we have access to. We have to hope we can get it with Agonizing Remorse or kill literal everything, which, again, is pretty impractical. This is not going to be about racing. Mana Triton seems pretty bad here. We're not really blocking anything big on the ground. Shock hits the 1-1 and the 2-2, but not the 2-3. I wonder if Cry's even worth bringing in. We'll bring one in. They could have the hero. There's one of our libations. That's bad. I'm really hoping he played a creature out there.
Let's slow
Probably
this
Phoenix
down.
this now.
Stop! No!
No
I am not
targets.
making this up as
Smart.
I go.
In that case, we'll probably calls the dead. We just need any mana source, and we can bring back Kroxa, which will probably get bounced or Aether Gusted. Blue is the color of scumbags and villainy. I think we just Bone Crusher this if they block. I'm in for more land. We're almost certainly going to get Teferied or Gusted here, because we're unlucky. Oh, okay. It could have been worse. Another land would be nice here to double spell. Well, you know. Now he has Aether Gust. Crazy. That just buys so much time, it's fucking insane. Okay, really wanted to land there. Just hope he doesn't top deck Thassa, I guess. Just gotta get him to dead here. Bad for us too. So how do we run this? Man, they haven't bricked for like a single second, have they? Just been perfect draw after perfect draw after perfect draw. Incredible. Apparently we should be playing their deck. Uh-huh. We still have not found our 6th land to be able to double spell. It's been like 5 turns. So if we do find our 6th land, we can swing, force them to discard, hopefully get them to 1 card if they play something out here, and then double Murder Strider. Jesus fucking Christ. Tell me that felt like a game where I had any agency in it, and I'd like you to explain how and where to me. Where any of my decisions at any point in that tree made any fucking difference to the outcome. Any. Please go back, watch the games, and let me know. Tell me specifically. Which to me, that was a game of war. He drew kings and I drew 4s. No skill involved. I just lost. Which feels like a pretty dumb, unfulfilling kind of game. Probably just Bant Ramp. Elementals. Okay. I think I'm just going to try to get them to dead here. Using Bedevil on a Risen Reef seems bad. He says before he loses to Risen Reef. Jesus fucking Christ. He's got 7 land on turn 3. 7 land. 7. 7. On turn 3. 7 land. Uh-huh. This is standard. This is standard. 7 land. On turn 3. Uh-huh. Oh, I'm sorry, 6. That doesn't make it any less egregious. I was just going to play some big dumb spell and we're going to die. Cavalier. Cavalier or Agent of Treachery? FTW. So our choices have been to lose our entire turn bedeviling Risen Reef the first turn, to lose our entire turn Murderous Ridering with 4 mana instead of using all 4 mana, using 3 on the next turn. And meanwhile, he already got the value out of the cards. So now we'll just hold up one of our removal spells. For as little as I feel like it's going to matter. So he's probably got Thassa's Intervention here. No? That's strange. Not a Thassa's Intervention. heck could he be holding that he had nothing to do? I'm assuming we're getting End-Raised Forerunner here, or Agent of Treachery, or Big Boy Crisis. All of which is spectacularly bad for us. Okay, let's just kill one of these. Man, they have run pretty damn good with these elementals, though. Yeah. Gonna have to bring in some shocks. What is this? I am at the point where I have no fucking idea what this deck is trying to do. We have lethal in the air next turn unless they drop a Cavalier. That's it. Okay.
Together,
Still lethal.
we will prevail.
Unless I'm missing something. Oh, not a giant crisis, please. Devastation.
Harness the elements.
Yep. That's lethal. So just a big dumb ramp deck. Kill spells. Kill spells. Duress. Cry's probably not good. It's only going to get Risen Reef. In that case, Shock might not be good either. Probably Uro in here somewhere. Don't know if I care though. Remorse still seems good. If we would have drawn any of our Bone Crusher Giants, that would have been a much better match. Mire Triton blocks literally anything, but the Trample will kill us anyway, so don't know that that matters. Really wish I had Ritual of Soot right now. But no one's playing Elementals, so... Huh. It's like we're gonna get janked out here. Got janked out by possibly, so now we're gonna get janked out by something else. Sure. Turn 2 Remorse. Hope we find the land. Don't know if we want that to be red or black. Double Risen Reef again. You are a piece of shit, opponent. Why can't you have all blanks? Next turn we're probably just Angrass rampaging the Risen Reef. We have some kind of idea how this deck works now. Sorry, that's really loud. Really need a swamp here. Let's mill 3 swamps, please. That'd be great. Okay, that's good. Probably raises our odds a little bit. So our decision tree there was either Mire Triton or Calls the Dead. Our initial decision tree was Risen Reef or Finality of Devastation. He's currently on 7 land. 8 land. Okay, so if we don't draw a Black Source, we lose. Yep. If we don't draw a Black Source, we lose. A Black Source or an Agonizing Remorse. Yep. We lose. Oh, no, wait. We don't lose. We put him on Stone Cold Nothing. And then we bring back Kroxa next turn. And if he can draw nothing for a turn or two. Oh man, I forgot this had reach. So many O3s. And my deck of 2/2s. Both seem good. Remember, we want to prioritize leaving enchantments and creatures. Creature Calls the Dead. So we've got Angress Rampage next turn. If we choose, we can Rampage and Mire Triton. We're definitely doing.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
That's super annoying. Alright. Let's just run it back. Yeah, it turns out shock is real bad here, huh? Bone Crusher seems kind of bad too. I wonder if I should just bring in an extra libation. 2 damage doesn't seem like it kills much of anything. Wonder if we're gonna play all jank today, huh? All stuff we don't have proper sideboard options for. Like this definitely wants Ritual to sit in the sideboard to answer it, but you can't really play that when the meta is primarily just 3 decks. There's still variety, but you gotta play to what you're most likely to see, you know? And after I boarded out a Bone Crusher, he does this. Really annoying. Which we did see in 2 other games, but now... Wah. I mean, now we don't have an answer for Risen Reef. And we break. That's pretty unfortunate. Oh, now we have an answer for Risen Reef. Wow, we bricked twice. Really unlucky there. Well, Minor Triton will at least give us one scry trigger. We're just looking for any red source here with our scry trigger. I'd also keep any discard spell. Their finishers are probably Devastation, Mass Manipulation, Agent of Treachery, because they're all relatively cheap cards. Oh, they did bring in their own, okay. Another card we didn't see for 2 matches, which, if we did, we would have brought in Ashiok. I feel like we're getting surprised a lot here. You know, to be expected, I guess, facing the jank deck. This is a big piece of removal, but we really need a red source, so... I think we're just hitting Castle next turn and hoping we get that red source and it's not a temple. Losing a whole turn here when we feel when it feels like if we applied pressure we could win. Really sucks. So much for castling. Red source or Agonizing Remorse, please. Man. Cool that we just keep drawing 2s off the top of the deck. Loving it. Seven mana. 8 mana. Uro probably makes it 9. We're still on 4 fucking land. Now we're at 1 mana away from devastation. Oof. Sasa too? This is just junk pile of good cards. And once again we miss. Now he gets to Uro for free. I hope someone's enjoying this. I hope this is some kind of high-level strategy exhibition that I just don't get. But to me, it's just been pass, draw 2, and wait to die. And it's kind of a drag, man. At least in chess, I live and die by my own intelligence. In this game, I live and die by the random number generator. Turn 8,000 without a second red source. And we have every single double red card in our deck, in our hand. Which is pretty great. So let's see, he gets back Agent Nissa or Thassa. I mean, I can't beat any of these cards, so. Yep. Yep. More GGs. Man, Magic has been exceptionally painful today. Huh. 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 Alright. Either Bant or Azorius Control. I'm going to find out in a moment. Bant. Conqueror's Death or Krasis. Conqueror's Death doesn't get as much in our deck as it does in some decks. But Krasis is a much scarier card long term. Growth Spiral, I don't know that we care about that much. So this is a matchup where we're bringing in Ashioks. Try to kind of stuff their recursion in a box. Man, we're really churning through cards very quickly. Deck is so efficient at card selection. They're already on Dream Trawler mana. It's wild. This should provoke Conqueror's Death to be played here. Currently, they have no real target for it. This should provoke the Shatters of the Sky. I think I'll play Bone Crusher out just for the draw.
Let us have a
Shit, I
storied
can't get that
battle
with
worth
Rampage.
retelling.
Well, now I wish I kept that
I
Murderous
think you
Rider,
will
but
find
you know,
my notes helpful.
it was the worst of the cards in my opening hand, I think. We have no way to get the Tamio. And they just put a boatload of creatures in there. Well. Yeah, we can't make them sacrifice it.
You are setting a bad example.
Can't play this because then they just get to play Nissa for free. Wow, what a bad turn. They should have put the counters on it and they would have drawn an extra card. Wasn't worth stopping my Scry 2. Especially when they already have such a commanding position.
I know I noted this somewhere.
Yeah, we just can't beat this Tamio. There's nothing we can draw that's gonna change the trajectory of this now. Yeah. So it's Bant Super Friends. Yeah, Super Friends, huh? What's bad here? Bone Crusher doesn't kill anything. I don't know if I'm supposed to bring in Libation. I'll bring in one, because they're probably bringing in Dreamcrawler. Or just shave some things, I guess. Got one Mire Triton. Got one Phoenix. Got one Knight. Oh man, I need more copy. Okay. Leaves Bone Crusher and Kroxa. Oh, basically we can two-spell a lot of different ways next turn.
I know my responsibility. No more. Let's try this.
Now we're gonna Bone Crusher this and replay the knight, I think. And might be Bone Crushing and Remorsing actually. Shatter the Sky, Devout Decree, Aether Gust. Force him to shatter the Bone Crusher. So now we'll go Bone Crusher Kroxa next turn. You gotta put it on top and mill it. Healthy format, people. Main deck Aether Gusts. Healthy format. Just Kroxa and make him discard it. We top deck an Ashiok, we really get to stick it to him. Really comical how unlucky I am.
Trust me, you'll thank me later. Hey, I've got time.
The focused
So he's
and
looking for
meditate.
Shatter
and
or
prepare.
fucking shit. Yep. And that's how we lost the game. Ooh, thank you. Sometimes lucky. I think that's the first time on stream I've been lucky. Ugh. The fake Irishman. Could have changed my last name from McCarthy to Stanislavski or something. Let's see here. Anything we want to change? This Phoenix of Ash is better than I thought it was. Just gonna have to make sure we hang on to a Rampage for the inevitable Dream Trawler. Libation didn't seem worth it there. Disruption seems like a good hand. Probably should have taken Devout Decree instead. Yeah. Interesting. Shit. Not only did I lose my Ashiok, I hit fucking nothing. Cool. Holy shit! Well, lost both my Ashioks. That's awkward as hell. So unlucky. Aether Gust. Huh. He has 0 cards. I'm sure somehow he's going to Aether Gust me. Incoming Shatter the Sky. Shatter the Sky or Conqueror's Death would both be pretty bad for us. Ooh, is that game? That's game. That's game. Do you not think I understand how this works? Okay. Hey, we're where we started. Ugh. The ups, the downs, the stabbings, the maimings, the sadness. The pageantry. The pageantry of it all. Well, that has been about an hour today of gameplay with the old Hoogland deck. I'm going to keep playing this offline and probably only get to Diamond, then maybe try it in a league. I'm not really interested in trying to get to Mythic with this deck this season. There's really no reward. And if we were really focused on that, we'd buy in and buy the good decks. You know, you're going to be spending a lot of time. You might as well play the decks with the best odds, and not just you know, repeatedly bash your head into concrete thinking that it's a good idea. Hopefully, watching me illustrates just why it's a bad idea. Like it's a catastrophically bad idea. And I just want you to know that all the salt in this stream is purely for entertainment purposes. We do not allow a kid's card game to radically unbalance our chakras or impact our zen or harsh our cool. It's all just for the moment, for the stream, for the gram. You know what I'm saying? So I hope you've had fun watching, and I hope that you will watch in the future. And I hope that the next set really, really shakes the standard metagame up, because we've got 12 or 14 rares saved up and 6 or 8 mythics. So maybe we can build something sort of new when the new stuff hits. Okay? Thanks for watching, and this has been Not Safe for Work Magic. We will catch you next time.